Hi folks, here's a quick video on how to lube Dexter EZ Lube axles so I remember how to do it next time, and hopefully it'll help you too. First thing I did, I backed my trailer up onto a leveling block that I use for camping, and that brings the back wheel up off the ground enough that you can spin it, and you want to spin it as you're adding the grease to help the grease get everywhere around the axle. You pry the little rubber cap off. I just use something to open a paint can and pry the little rubber cap off. I take all four of them off when I start and set them up on top, and that way once I'm done I put the cap on and I can look around and I know which axles I've done and which one I haven't in case I lose track. So I've got the cap off. I've got a standard grease gun, a little Zerk fitting. It just snaps in place, and then you pump while the wheel's turning, and you just keep pumping these EZ Lubes until you see the grease come out the front of that fitting. And what it's doing, the grease is going into the back of the bearing, and then it's coming to the front of the bearing, and it's pushing out all the old dirty grease. And so you keep pumping until you see grease come out the front. And I just started seeing grease come out the front. So I'm going to stop because that grease, this trailer hasn't gotten any use, so that grease is pretty clean. If that grease was dirty, you would keep pumping until you see the clean grease. And that means you've got clean grease all through the bearing, and the dirty grease you just wipe off and remove. And then you've got bearings greased without having to take them apart and repack them. This comes off just by kind of bending it and pulling it off. Take your little rubber gasket, put it back in there, and by the way, I clean around the edge before I take it off just to get any dirt. And there, it's as simple as that. Re-greased bearing with the EZ Lube system. Awesome. Hope it helped.